All right, so welcome everyone. My name is Nicole and this is Flow and Go. We're going to start in a comfortable seat. So if you're not already there, just find your way to whatever that looks like for you. So it could be crisscross applesauce, it could be, legs just out in a V, whatever works for you, so that you can stack your shoulders over your hips. You can bring your hands to your thighs or your knees. You can have them rest in your lap. Just find what's comfortable. You're welcome to leave your eyes open and keep the gaze low at the floor, or close your eyes if that feels more comfortable. Just take note of your breath as we begin the flow. Maybe you just had a bunch of coffee and it's really short and fast, or maybe it's pretty calm, still getting in your morning. Whatever it is, just notice it. Don't put any judgment on it. And then begin to take control of that breath. So after your next exhale, find a deep inhale to fill all the way up. And then open your mouth and sigh that out. Let it go. Another deep inhale, filling up. Opening the mouth and letting that go. Keeping with that pace, as you exhale, keep your lips closed and try to sigh out of your nose. So you can start to layer in Ujjayi breath here with the lips closed, that slight constriction in the back of the throat. You'll notice it sounds like the ocean or Darth Vader. Just start to warm yourself internally. We're talking about vairagya this week, detachment, which is really facing something, even if it's positive, and not attaching to it, the idea of it or it, to where it becomes how you define yourself or how you see yourself. Keep that breath going. A really easy way for me to explain this in relation to like yoga poses is going to be our peak pose, king pigeon today. You might already have an idea of king pigeon in your head that has an emotion behind it, a feeling behind it. That is all that it is. It's a feeling about that particular pose. Whether it be good or bad, it's a feeling, which means it's fleeting. It's not anything about you or your person. It doesn't define you. It's just how you feel today about that. So as we go through our flow, we're gonna do some weird stuff. And you're probably gonna feel a little weird at some points. Try not to attach to that. Try just to notice the feeling, this is a little different. Don't let it define you. Don't say, I can't do this or I'm a rock star at this. Just see what the experience is in doing it. Taking one more full round of breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. So in no particularly fancy way at all, we're just gonna stand right on up. So you can push yourself over your knees, over a hip, does not matter. We're gonna come to Tadasana at the top of our mat. Start with your feet a little bit wider than they would be typically. So a little bit wider than hip distance. Maybe roll the shoulders up by the ears and down the back a couple of times to wake those puppies up. Palms will be facing forward. Just taking a moment to get a breath in here. On your next inhale, gently sweep the hands up overhead. Gaze will come up to watch the hands. As you exhale, palms meet, they come down to heart center. Two more. Inhaling, sweeping the hands up, gaze goes up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Last one. Inhaling, sweeping the hands up, gaze goes up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Good. All right, this time we're gonna inhale, sweep the hands up. Your gaze can go up if you'd like. And we're gonna do like a standing cat-cow. So start to bend your elbows, so your goalpost in your arms, pulling your scapulas together, and start to push your hips forward like you would in camel. Maybe the gaze goes up to the sky. Take another breath here. And on your exhale, start to push your arms forward, straightening the arms, rounding the back like cat, arms going out at shoulder distance or shoulder height forward. So inhaling, cactusing those arms, pulling the shoulder blades together, pushing the hips forward, standing cow, if you will. Exhaling, pushing the hands forward, stretching the arms out long, round the spine, standing cat. So keep that going with your breath. Do 3 more. Inhaling, little cow business. Exhaling, fun little standing cat. Inhaling, pulling those shoulder blades like you're pulling your elbows together. Exhaling, pushing everything out. Last round, good. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, this time we're gonna inhale. Go ahead and bring that standing cow back. So you got the W arms pulling everything together, and then drop your hands down, interlace your fingers behind your back, and stand your spine up so that it's neutral. We're going to take a deep inhale in. As you exhale, slight bend in your knees, forward fold, bring your hands up overhead. So dropping the head down towards the earth, keeping a little bend in the knees if you need here. And trying to pull the hands overhead, whatever that experience is for you right now. Another big inhale. And as you exhale, releasing the hands down to the earth, coming into just a normal wide-legged-ish forward fold. Full round of breath. We're gonna inhale, come up halfway, flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and plant your hands, step your feet back for plank pose. So high push-up. Pushing into the hands, pulling the hands energetically away from the feet, keeping the head up like at neutral level. Don't drop it down like you're looking at your belly button. Take another big inhale. As you exhale, drop your knees down, come all the way down to the earth. The elbows are going straight back. Untuck your toes. Next inhale, peel your chest up, pull your shoulder blades together, baby cobra. Exhale, come all the way down. 2 more of those. Inhaling up, baby cobra. Exhaling down, nose touches the floor. Last one. Inhaling, peel the heart up, baby cobra, push the toes into the mat. Exhale, it all comes down. Go ahead and extend your left arm out long to a T at shoulder height. We're going to lift our right foot up and just step it behind the left, so you're turning onto your left side. You can use your right hand to help you. Just getting a nice stretch through that left shoulder. So your head can be down on the earth. Sometimes I keep mine lifted just because I have very tight shoulders. Right foot can be planted behind you. Another full round of breath here. Next, inhale, gently start to fold or roll yourself back over onto your belly. Right leg comes back down. This time we're gonna stretch the right arm out long. Left hand can come under that left shoulder. And then gently starting to roll over onto your right side, that left foot coming behind you. Good. Few rounds of breath here. Next, inhale, gently rolling back over onto your belly. We're going to bring both hands under our shoulders and gently push yourself up through tabletop, tuck the toes, and then lift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. So feeling free to pedal out the heels for a few breaths. Maybe bend the knees deeply and shoot the hips up towards the sky. Stretch long through your spine. And then eventually coming into some stillness here. We're going to work through some undulations, and these, if you haven't done them before, might feel a little funky. That's all right, just try to experience it. So what we're gonna do is on your inhale, come up to the ball of your feet, almost the tiptoes. Start to round your back like cat and shift forward over your wrists. So kind of like you're going into chaturanga. Then you're gonna bend your knees, slight bend in your elbows back, and then push your hips back up, coming all the way back into downward facing dog. So it's a very fluid motion with your spine. That inhale coming up onto your toes, rounding the back, coming forward. As you exhale, bend the knees, slight bend in the elbows, push the hips up, slowly shift back to downward facing dog. So 2 more with your breath. Rolling forward, and then hips up and back, downward dog. Good, 1 more. Coming forward, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful, good. We're gonna inhale, sweep the right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Let it tap if you can. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to elbow, right knee, right elbow, little tap. Last one. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, tap, and then place your foot in between your hands the best you can. Drop your left knee down, untuck the toes, and then inhale, hands come up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. For this first one, let's go ahead and drop our hips forward towards that right heel, if that feels all right. Starting to open up this left psoas, or the front of the left hip. Take another big inhale. As you exhale, frame the right foot. We're gonna inhale, start to walk or shift the weight back, straightening that right leg, toes come up to the sky for half Hanuman, half splits. So thinking about that right femur pulling back into your right hip socket, left hip's kind of coming forward in space. Next, inhale, gently walking everything forward, planting that right foot. We're gonna plant our left hand under our left shoulder, setting up for assisted side plank. You can kick your left foot out a little bit if you need, but on an inhale, swing that right foot back, try to keep the right leg lifted, right hand comes up to the sky, assisted side plank. Big breath in, full breath out. Go ahead and on your next inhale, start to bend that right knee so the foot comes behind you. Maybe you start to reach for that right foot with your right hand. If you're just reaching and not there yet, that's perfectly fine. Keep the reach going. If you have the foot, start to kick the foot away while you pull it back with your hand. Another round of breath here. Inhale, releases that slowly. Right hand comes back up. As you exhale, start to bring the right hand down towards the earth. Plant the right foot down. On an inhale, push in your hands, lift that left leg up and back, 3-leg dog. So your left leg is lifted. Take a big inhale in. As you exhale, left knee, left elbow. A little tap. 2 more. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Last one. Inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, and then shift it under your body. Plant the left foot between the hands. Drop the right knee, untuck the right toes. And on your inhale, arms and torso come up, Anjaneyasana. Beautiful, good. Big breath in. As you exhale, dropping the hips down towards that left heel. Another big round of breath here, reaching up through your side body. Maybe you start to look up a little bit. And as you exhale, frame the left foot. Inhaling, starting to shift the weight back. Hips go towards the right heel. Left toes point up to the sky. Folding over that left leg, maybe starting to feel it in the back of the left leg. Full round of breath. Next, inhale, start to walk the hands forward, framing the left foot. Plant the right hand under the right shoulder, setting up for assisted side plank. We're gonna inhale, kick that left foot back, keep it lifted. Right hand goes up. Good, assisted side plank, beautiful. Full round of breath here. Next, inhale, start to bend the left knee so the foot comes behind you. Maybe you start to reach back for it with that left hand. If you've got the bind, rad. Maybe you just start to kick back. If you don't, again, just reaching for it. Good. Big breath in, full breath out. Next, inhale, gently releasing that foot, right or left hand goes back up to the sky. As you exhale, start to bring the left hand back down towards the earth. Both knees come down, spread them wide. Push the hips back towards the heels, arms out in front of you, child's pose. Coming back into your breath, just noticing how it feels as you've gotten some movement in. Something we definitely, I think maybe know we don't attach to, go with me with this, we don't attach to with our breath, because, you know, as you start to move more throughout our flow, it's going to get a little bit faster. Mentally think about if you can come back to it and slow it down. Next, inhale, gently start to push into your hands, tuck your toes. We're going to lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, full breath out. On your inhale, the gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, take as many steps as you need to come up to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling and lifting halfway, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhaling, hands come to heart center. Building some heat here. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, slight bend in the knees, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Inhale, step back to your plank. Exhaling, staying in your plank. One more inhale. As you exhale, drop the knees down, bend the elbows back, come all the way down. Untuck the toes. Inhaling, baby cobra. Maybe you come up a little bit more for full cobra. Exhaling, touch the nose, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhaling, gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, big step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, slight bend in the knees, Uttanasana. Inhaling, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. This time, go ahead and step your left foot back really far. Square the hips. On an inhale, lift the torso, lift the arms, crescent lunge. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, frame the right foot. Inhale, step the right foot back to meet the left. Exhale, either all the way down to the floor or chaturanga. Inhaling, your up dog, cobra, baby cobra. Exhaling, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. One breath in, one breath out. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up and back. Exhaling, the left foot steps between the hands, square the hips. Inhale, lift the arms, crescent lunge. One round of breath here. Another big inhale. As you exhale, framing the left foot. Inhale, step the right foot up to meet the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Step the left foot back. Square the hips. On your inhale, the hands come up, crescent lunge. Big breath in. Exhaling, frame the right foot. Inhale, step the right foot back to the left. As you exhale, chaturanga or all the way down. Inhaling, your version of your up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling, the left leg goes up and back. Exhaling, footsteps between the hands. Square your hips. Inhale, the hands come up, crescent lunge. Exhaling to stay. One more inhale. Exhale, frame the left foot. Inhale, step the right foot up to meet the left. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Beautiful. So we're going to start to build our flow. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Step the left foot back really far and then drop the left knee. Untuck your toes. We're gonna inhale, sweep the hands up for Anjaneyasana. So we've been here before. Your hips should be parallel with the front of the mat. We're gonna take our right hand and start to bend our right elbow so that the hand plants behind us in between our shoulder blades. And then take your left hand and just bring it up behind you, up your back. So your hands might not touch. That's okay. That's not our goal today. Think about more of that right hand, elbow pushing up towards the sky, pushing your head back into that arm so that you're not rounding the spine. Another round of breath here. Next inhale, we're going to bring the right hand up to the sky, left hand down towards the earth, and then windmill that towards the right for awkward twist. Right hand behind you, left hand forward. Maybe looking back behind you, or maybe just looking towards the right. One more round of breath here. Big inhale. As you exhale, windmilling the hands down inside of that right foot. You might have to heel toe the right foot out just a little bit. So we're pushing that right leg into our right arm. It's a little lizard here. Taking a moment to start with this left knee down first, just check in with your left hip. What's happening there? What is this feeling? And then it's just a feeling. Go ahead and tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and we're gonna start to walk towards the left, walk our hands, turning towards the left, setting up for Skandasana, so dropping that left heel down towards the mat, left toes go up to the sky, and then balancing on this bent right knee. Your hips might be up a little bit, that's okay. Your right heel might pop up like mine does, maybe it's all the way down. Taking a moment to feel into the inside of that left leg. One more round of breath here. Good, next inhale, start to lift your hips up and walk your hands towards the front of the mat, frame that right foot. We're gonna kick off of the left leg, straightening the right leg, standing splits. So kicking that left heel up into the sky, trying to keep the big toes pointed down towards the earth as close as you can. Maybe you play with your balance a little bit and you grab onto that right ankle. No pressure. We're gonna have a lot of balancing just as a prelude, if you will. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring that left foot down to meet the right, forward fold. Go ahead and drop your hips really low, bend your knees deeply. Inhale, arms and chest come up, chair pose, Utkatasana. If you've been taking my classes lately, I've been doing a lot of chair, and I don't know why. This is one of those poses that I would maybe attach to the idea that I don't like it, but it seems to be coming up a lot, so it is what it is. Almost there. Next inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Oh, exhale, hands come through heart center. Go ahead and start to put the weight in your right foot. We're gonna start to bend the left knee, foot coming behind us, reaching for that left foot with our left hand. Maybe the right hand comes up to the sky, just prepping for dancer. Doesn't have to be pretty. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to reach forward and kick that left foot back. Totally up to you. Kind of like what we did before, but we're standing. Next inhale, slowly come back up. As you release the left foot, let it come behind you about 2 feet. So setting up for pyramid, hands can come to hips, make sure they're parallel with the front of your mat. Big breath in, straighten your spine. As you exhale, start to fold over that front leg. Hands can eventually come down to the earth. Maybe they find your shin. Whatever works for you this morning. Thinking about keeping the hips parallel. Just another round of breath here. Good. Your next inhale, start to bend that right knee, plant your hands, step your left foot back far enough for plank. Then we're gonna have our right foot meet our left. Big breath in. As you exhale, chaturanga or all the way down. Inhaling your variation of your up. Exhaling, rolling over the toes, hips go up, downward facing dog. Looking up to your thumbs. We're gonna inhale, that left leg is coming up and back. Exhaling, it comes between the hands. Square the hips, drop the right knee, untuck the right toes, and then inhale, the hands come up, Anjaneyasana. Big breath in, and then as you exhale, start to bend that left elbow, placing the hand between your shoulder blades. Left elbow points up towards the sky. Then your right hand can come down and behind your back, reaching up towards the left. Again, pushing your head back into this left arm. Heading towards awkward twist, we're gonna inhale, straighten both arms. And then as we exhale, windmill that left arm back, right arm forward, awkward twist. Nice, good. Pulling the thighs together, full round of breath. Another big inhale. As you exhale, windmilling the arms down to the inside of that left foot. You can heel toe the left foot out a little bit for lizard. Starting again with our low lizard on this side. So that right knee stays down. Pushing that left arm into the left leg. Full round of breath here. And just notice, is your right hip talking to you? Trying to breathe into it and not add a story to what it's saying. Don't give it any attachment. All right, start to tuck your right toes, lift that right knee, and we're gonna start to walk our hands towards the right, shifting towards the right, so we can bend down, hips towards that left heel, right toes pop up, Skandasana. Again, option to bring the hands to heart center, keep the hands down on the earth, whatever suits you here. Good. Next, inhale, gently start to walk towards the front of the mat, framing that left foot. We're gonna inhale, kick off of the right leg, standing splits over the left leg. So that right heel is going up towards the sky. The left foot is holding us stable. Maybe you play with your balance and reach for that left ankle with your left hand or your right hand or both. Another big inhale. As you exhale, the right foot's going to meet the left, forward fold. Big bend in the knees, drop the hips low. Inhale, arms and torso come up with Utkatasana. This will be the last chair, so chair specific. So try to open your heart up towards the front of the room. So it's not shining down towards the floor, but up directly out. One more round of breath. Inhaling, standing up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Awesome. Starting to put the weight in the left foot. We're going to bend the right knee. Right foot comes behind you. Reaching back for it with that right hand. Left hand can come up to the sky. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to reach forward with the left hand and kick back with the right. One more round of breath wherever you're at. Inhaling, standing back up. As you exhale, gently letting go of that right foot, stepping it back about 2 feet for pyramid. Square your hips. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Dropping the hands down towards the earth. Maybe they find the shin if you have any props. And just letting that head be heavy over the left leg. Thinking about your hips for a second, are they swaying out to the right? Can you pull them back into center a little more? Is that right hip forward in space, or is it out wonky and your hips are going to the left? Can you pull it back into center? One more round of breath. We're gonna inhale, start to bend that left knee. As you exhale, step the right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're gonna add on and go a little faster. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Go ahead and step that left foot back really far. Square the hips. This time, inhale, hands, arms, torso, everything comes up, crescent lunge. Again, same thing with the arms here. Bend the right elbow. Right hand comes between your shoulder blades. Left hand can go down and back behind you as they reach towards each other. The goal is more to keep your head up. So finding a neutral spine or maybe just a skosh of a back bend in your thoracic spine, but reaching back with that right hand. Inhale, start to straighten the arms. Right hand comes up. As you exhale, just like we did for awkward twist, turning to the left, but hook the left elbow outside of the right knee. Hands coming together for a little prayer twist. If this is too much, you can bring your left hand down to the inside of the right foot. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, both hands come to the inside of that right foot, heel toeing the right foot towards the right side of the mat for lizard. This time, keep the knee lifted just for the first couple of breaths. You can rock forward and back on the ball of the left foot. That feels nice. One more inhale with the left knee lifted. And then as you exhale, drop the left knee down. Untuck the toes. So option to stay here, or you can start to kick that left leg up behind you and maybe reach back for it with the right hand. So maybe grabbing onto that left foot with your right hand and starting to open your chest up towards the sky. Bit of a stretch on your left quad here. Good, one more round of breath. Your next inhale, gently release the left foot. Don't slingshot it back. Slowly set it down. Plant the right hand back inside of the right foot. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and then drop the left heel down like you're setting up for warrior 2 feet. So making any adjustments that you need for that. From here, however, we're going to inhale. That left hand's going to go up first, or extended side angle. Goodness. So maybe you stay down with that right hand on the earth. Maybe that's just not your jam. You can come up and put your right arm on your right leg. Left arm's going up and overhead. Big breath in. Full breath out. Next, inhale, windmill those arms up, warrior 2. Beautiful, good. Your right leg might be speaking to you. Try not to attach to that story. One more round of breath. Good. On your next exhale, straighten that right leg. Inhale, reach forward really far with that right arm. As you exhale, right arm goes down, left arm goes up, Trikonasana triangle. Big breath in, full breath out. Okay, so we're gonna start to bend that left elbow, just like we did at the beginning of class, to kind of W cactus those arms. Shine your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, bend the left elbow, like you're saying, what's up, to the sky. Inhale, straighten the left arm. Exhale, last time, bend the left elbow, pull that shoulder blade towards the right. Inhale, straighten the left arm. Good. So next up is warrior 3. Starting to bend the right knee, turn the torso towards the earth. We're gonna kick off of that left foot, eventually straightening our right leg, left foot coming behind you, maybe hands at heart center, maybe out in front of you. Big breath in. As you exhale, starting to bend the right knee, standing up, maybe without touching the left foot. The left knee comes up in front of you, and then gently plant the left ankle on top above the right knee, starting to bend the hips, sitting back, figure 4. It's not technically chair, so I didn't technically lie. Full round of breath here. Good. Inhaling, straightening that right leg. Lift the left leg. Foot's coming behind you. Reaching back for the left foot with the left hand. Right hand comes up. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you start to work towards dancer. Next, inhale. Gently start to stand up. As you exhale, release the left foot. It's going back about 2 feet. Square those hips. Big breath in. Exhaling, folding over that right leg. Next, inhale, slight bend in the right knee, plant the hands. As you exhale, step both feet back to plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, all the way down, it's up to you. Inhaling your version of up. Exhaling, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. One round of breath. Inhale, the left leg goes up and back. Exhale, it comes forward, the foot plants between the hands, square the hips. Inhale, arms come up, crescent lunge. Go ahead, start to bend the left elbow, hand comes between your shoulder blades. That right hand's gonna reach down and back behind you. Pushing your head back into the left arm. Full round of breath. Inhale, straightening the arms. As you exhale, windmilling that right elbow across the left knee. Maybe it catches. Hands come together for prayer twist, or putting that right hand down inside of the body. Good. Full round of breath. Next, inhale, gently untwist. As you exhale, the hands plant inside the left foot. Heel toe that left foot out. Lizard, keeping the right knee lifted, just for 2 breaths for this first one. Maybe shifting back and forth just a little bit. On your next exhale, gently dropping the right knee down and tucking the right toes. Option to stay here or start to bend that right knee. Foot comes up behind you. Maybe you start to reach back for it with that left hand. Pulling that left foot towards your body. Maybe looking over your left shoulder. Next, inhale, gently release the foot. Hands are coming back to the inside of that left leg. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, drop the right heel down and back, set up for warrior 2 feet. And then on your inhale, setting up for extended side angle on this side. So again, maybe that left arm stays down, hand on the floor. Maybe it comes up to the left leg. Full breath in, full breath out. We're gonna inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior 2. Almost there. Big breath in. As you exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, reach forward with the left hand. Exhale, the left hand goes down, right up, Trikonasana. Looking up to the sky. One round of breath here. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, bend that right elbow. Pull the shoulder blade towards the left one. What's up, sky? Inhale, straighten the left or right arm. Exhale, little bend in that elbow. Inhale, straighten the right arm. Exhale, little bend in the elbow. Inhale, straighten the arm. As you exhale, start to bend the left knee. Turn your torso towards the earth, going into warrior 3. Kick off of that right foot. Maybe it comes up all the way back. Maybe you're more wobbly on this side, maybe not. Next, inhale, slight bend in that left knee, standing all the way up. Right ankle on top of the left thigh, and then bending the hips, sitting back, figure 4. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhaling, standing up. Removing the right foot off of the left leg. Right foot comes behind you, reaching for it with the right hand. The left hand can come up to the sky. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, finding your variation of dancer. Ooh. Inhaling, standing back up. Exhaling, releasing the right foot, stepping it back for pyramid. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Next, inhale, start to put a slight bend in the left knee. As you exhale, right foot comes up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We're gonna go through that one more time, but just one breath per movement. So inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, stepping the left foot back really far. Square those hips. Next, inhale, arms come up, crescent lunge. Big breath in. As you exhale, bend the right elbow, hand comes behind you. One round of breath here. Inhaling, straightening the arms. As you exhale, hooking that left elbow outside of the right knee, prayer twist. Big breath in. Exhaling, hands come to the inside of that right foot, heel toeing it out if needed. One round of breath with the left knee lifted. Dropping the left knee, untucking the toes. Inhale, lift that left foot up behind you. Maybe as you exhale, reaching back for it with the right hand. Big breath in. As you exhale, gently releasing the left foot if you have it. Hands come to the inside of that right foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, drop the left heel down and back. Inhaling, finding extended side angle. Exhale to stay. Inhale, windmill up, warrior two. Exhale to stay, good. One more inhale. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, right hand goes down, left hand goes up. One time here, big breath in. As you exhale, bend that left elbow, shine the heart up towards the sky. Inhale, straighten the left arm. Exhale, start to bend the right knee, turn towards the earth. Kick off of the left foot, warrior three. Big breath in. As you exhale, start to bend that right knee, stepping that left foot up. Left ankle on top of the right thigh, sitting the hips back, figure four. One breath in. As you exhale, start to stand up. Left foot's coming behind you, reaching for it with the left hand. Inhale, lifts that right hand up. Exhale, your variation of dancer. Inhaling in. Exhaling, standing back up. Dropping that left foot back for pyramid. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale, start to bend that right knee. Plant the hands. As you exhale, step both feet back for plank. You can go through your flow or just push back to down dog. Inhaling, exhaling, going through chaturanga. If you're going, inhaling, you're up. Exhaling, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, it steps between the hands. Square the hips. Inhale, arms come up, crescent lunge. Big breath in. Exhale, bending the left elbow behind you. Right arm comes down and up the back. Big breath in. As you exhale, unwinding the arms, right elbow hooks to the outside of the left knee, finding prayer twist. Good. Inhaling, untwist. Exhaling, the hands coming to the inside of the left foot, finding lizard. Big breath in. Exhaling, dropping the right knee, untucking the toes. Inhaling, that right foot comes up behind you. As you exhale, maybe you reach back for it. Big breath in. Full breath out. Gently releasing that right foot. Hands coming down towards the earth. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, drop that heel down and back, set up your feet. On your inhale, extended side angle. Exhale to stay. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale to stay. Big breath in. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, trikonasana. Big breath in. As you exhale, bend the right elbow. Heart goes up towards the sky. Inhale, reach the right hand up. Exhale, slight bend in the left knee, turning towards the earth, warrior three. Big breath in. As you exhale, start to bend the left knee, stepping that right foot up in front of you, ankle on top of the left quad, sitting the hips back, figure four. Inhaling, standing up. Exhaling, lifting the right foot. It's gonna come back behind you. Reach for it with the right hand. Inhale, lifts the left hand up. As you exhale, finding your dancer. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, stands you back up. As you exhale, stepping that right foot back for pyramid. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Big breath in. Full breath out. Next, inhale, slight bend in that left knee. As you exhale, step the right foot up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Go ahead and just bend your knees a lot. You can step your feet back, coming to your knees, finding child's pose. So open those knees wide, hips go back towards the heels, stretching the arms out long in front of you, dropping the head between the arms down towards the earth. Taking just a few moments to try to come back into your breath. Did you notice your mind going anywhere as you flowed? Did you find particular attachments, positive or negative, towards any of the poses? If you did, that's okay. It's a practice, right? On your next inhale, just gently start to sit yourself up. So pushing into your hands, coming all the way up. We're going to just do 2 variations of camel to really open up that back bend to work towards king pigeon, which is a pretty gnarly back bend, frankly. So if you know, for camel, like for your knees, they get a little sore, you can roll your mat back and just step your knees on top of them if that's, you know, not an issue for you. Right on. So we're going to start by just go ahead and lift yourself up. So you're standing on your knees, on your shins. We've got a straight spine, so a neutral spine, if you will. So like we did at the beginning of the class where we pushed our hips forward, we're gonna do that same thing, but bring your hands to your lower back. Try to pull your elbows and your shoulder blades together like we did before. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, start to push the hips forward, open up the chest. Maybe you start to open up the neck. Full round of breath here. As you exhale, gently start to come back up to neutral. Go ahead and sit your hips back on your heels. Hands can go on your thighs just for a moment to reset. If that was your jam and you want to do that again for the second time, go for it. If you want to work towards a bigger expression of camel, I'll cue that as well. So we're going to go ahead and come back up onto our knees. Sometimes I like to tuck my toes to bring my heels closer up to me. So if you're taking the variation we just did, put your hands behind your back. Either way, think about pushing your hips forward. If you want to go a little deeper, start to bring that right hand towards the right heel. Hips forward, lift the left hand up, and then maybe it reaches back around for the left heel. Keep pushing the hips forward. Start to open your chest and your throat up. Full round of breath. Coming out just like we came in, lifting that left hand up, coming up through the right side, sitting back down on your heels, hands to the thighs. You can bring the chin down towards the chest if that's calling you. If not, don't fret about it. One round of breath here. All right, go ahead and just tilt forward, plant your hands on the earth, tuck the toes. On an inhale, lift the hips up and back, find your downward facing dog. Setting up for pigeon on the right side, we're gonna inhale, right leg goes up and back. Exhale, bring that right knee towards the right elbow. Drop the right ankle behind the left hand, and then drop the left knee and untuck the toes. So take a moment to set up for full pigeon to start. So you can heel toe that left foot back a little bit so that your hips are low on the earth. I find when I work towards king pigeon, my hips are nowhere near the earth. That's just my story. Your shin does not need to be parallel with the front side of the mat. If you'd like to play around with like pointing that right toe or flexing the right foot, feel free just to see what that does within your right hip for that right knee. I prefer to keep my right foot flexed. So if you'd like to just take a full restorative variation of pigeon throughout this, you can take an inhale and straighten your spine, and as you exhale, start to fold forward. If you want to play towards that king pigeon, staying up where you're at, you can start to kick that left foot up behind you, kind of like we did before in lizard. Instead of reaching back for it with your right hand though, maybe you start to reach back for it with your left hand. So this alone is a big back bend. Maybe this is as far as you go. Maybe you start to flip the grip that you have, so pulling that shoulder in so that you can drop your index finger down towards the earth. And then maybe you start to reach back with your right hand. That is the expression for me. If you had a strap with you and you want to try with the strap or belt, you can wrap your loop around that left foot. Woo. Pull the strap up behind you, bend that left knee, and just start to walk the hands towards the foot with the strap. Trying to keep the elbows pointed up towards the sky. And then slowly coming out when you're ready. I'll give you a few more moments to play with any variation that you'd like. Wherever you're at, gently coming out of it, finding our way back up so that we're on our hands and that right leg that's bent in front of us. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. On an inhale, push into the hands, lift that right leg up and back, three-leg dog. Maybe you bend the knee and open the hip. Maybe you just take one more breath in three-leg dog. And your next exhale, that right foot plants down, full down dog. Inhaling, lifting the left leg. Exhaling, knee towards the left elbow. Drop the leg down. Again, you can start to set up for full fallen pigeon by heel toeing that right foot back. If that's the expression you'd like to take, feel free. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold forward. If you want to play with king pigeon on the other side, again, maybe bending that right knee, reaching back for the foot with your right hand. I'll let you play with that, but I'm going to give you about a minute to play with me being silent. And I want you to just notice what comes up. What is this thing that comes up? And notice, is it just a feeling? Can you let that go? Beautiful. Wherever you're at, slowly coming out of your expression, hands coming under the shoulders, we're all meeting, sitting up. We're gonna tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, push into the hands, inhale, lift that left leg up and back, three-leg dog. Option to bend the left knee and open the hip. Taking an inhale, and as you exhale, that left foot coming down, full down dog. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, bending the knees, coming on down, eventually making your way all the way to your sit bones. We're gonna kick the legs out long in front of us. You can pull the skin away from your sit bones if you need. Flexing the feet. We're gonna inhale, sweep the hands up, reach up real high. As you exhale, start to fold at the waist, reaching forward. Hands can come to the shins, to the feet, wherever you find them. Next, inhale, gently walking the hands back up the legs. And as you exhale, you can plant the hands behind you and slowly just roll on down to your back. You're gonna take an inhale in, stretch long. As you exhale, bring the knees to the chest, make a tight little ball. So option to just Roll around here for a few breaths in a ball, or you can take any other pose you'd like to round out your practice. So I always like to offer a happy baby, kicking the feet up into the air, grabbing the outsides of the feet or the ankles, and then maybe rocking a little from side to side. Taking your time to do what you need. And then eventually everything slowly coming down towards the earth. Setting up for Shavasana. Right foot going out to the right side of the mat. Left foot going out to the left side. Arms coming down to your sides. Gently closing the eyes. We often think that if thoughts come into our head, we're failing, we're not doing this right. It's actually the opposite. It just means you're alive. You want that. See, however, if you cannot attach to those thoughts, if you can let them go, just like they came in. Gently bringing awareness back to your breath. And then bringing small movements back to your body. Wiggling the toes, the fingers, the wrists and the ankles. Maybe turning your head from one side to the other, or opening your mouth to release your jaw. Slowly making your way out of your Shavasana and to a comfortable seat, perhaps rolling through a favorite side if that suits you. When you're ready, just finding that seat with the shoulders directly over the hips. As we began, you can keep your eyes closed or the gaze low at the floor. I like to end each class with a single breath together as a community. So on your next exhale, push all of your air out. Inhaling in, deeply filling up. Open the mouth, let it go. Bringing the hands together in prayer at heart center, the thumbs gently pressing into the heart and a slight bow of the head, just as a symbol of gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share my practice with you. Namaste.